So welcome everyone to Friday meditation. Start by sitting comfortably. Let's start by recalling what it's like on the last day of school. You know, the last day of school, you've taken your last exams, you've turned in your last papers, you come home, you toss your book bag or whatever it is in the corner, you flop back on the bed, and you go, that deep sigh of letting everything go. You know how to do that. You've done that in situations of letting go all your life. But it's deep and it's audible. So let's do one of those, okay? Flopping back on the bed. School is over. And another one. What if the school of living, we finally completed our last exams of life, turned in our last papers of life. We're all done passing the test, whatever the test is in life, whatever we've got to figure out. We've done it. It's over. So let's close our eyes and once again do a couple of 2 or 3 more of those sighs. School is out. The school of life is out forever. Thank God. Breathing in. Now let's just remain in that space of being done with everything, that space of all our projects have been completed. So certainly we're not going to start a new project of, say, meditation. We're done. And just hanging out in that space of completion. That's simple. What do we have to do to be hanging out? Nothing. We're already hanging out. Just kick back and enjoy it. Kick back and bask in it. Everything takes care of itself. The breath takes care of itself flawlessly. Every exhale followed by an inhale. Sitting takes care of itself. The seat holds every pound and ounce of your weight. The senses take care of themselves, registering sounds like these words, sensations, colors, without any participation from you. You're done. The thoughts and feelings take care of themselves. The thoughts, play on the floor like children. Fine. The feelings come and go like weather. Fine. We're done. No participation. Just sitting back in this simple, ultra simple state of completeness. School is out. At any point, if we find ourselves having fallen into grappling with something, resisting something, working at something, we just remember, no, I'm done. You can come back to that sigh. You can even do that sigh again out loud. As a cue to the mind, the body, the breath, the nervous system, that you're done. Just relaxing back into that doneness, that natural great completion. Now leave the eyes closed and take a few minutes to gently bring the body back to a more active state. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open the eyes. Okay. How are we all doing? Everybody's good? Hi, Tejas. Nice to see your smiling face.
Hello. Nice to see everybody.
You good?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Okay. Any questions or observations? You know, this particular angle that we took into meditation today, so completely simple and familiar and intuitive, right? Last day of school. You're done. Everything's done. Completed. That simple, completely familiar thing is also what's considered the pinnacle teaching of Vajrayana Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, what's called Dzogchen, Dzogpa Chenpo. It's translated as great natural perfection. And people hear that term and they see it with those capital letters, and it's Tibetan, and they think of it as something very exotic and unreachable. Even though the teachers, the lamas themselves, keep saying, no, it's the most familiar, simple thing in the world. Are you guys hearing me? Okay. Okay. Good. And this is just what it is. You're done. There's nothing else for you to do. It's that, and that that situation, that reality of doneness is never out of reach. It's always, when we reach for anything, we're reaching past that. Right? When we reach for, okay, if I can just have one more sip of tea, then I'll be okay. Right? if I could just give myself a good meditation to, then I'll be okay. If I can just, whatever it is. The moment where we start reaching for anything to be okay, then we're overreaching. We're missing we could also say the great natural okayness, the infinite okayness. Right? Now, does this mean we can never have another sip of tea? No. But what it means is we stop seeking the tea as a way to be okay. We stop seeking the tea as, okay, this is going to be the solution to happiness. We're coming from happiness. We're already completed, but, right? Body asks for tea. Hey, give it some tea. That also is part of the, with tea. And then if you can't, we're all out of tea, then, you're okay too. But then you go to the store and buy some more, and that's okay too. It's all okay. A-okay. Do you know the origin of the expression okay? There's literally dozens of, I did some research on this. There's literally dozens of theories and legends about where okay comes from. One of them was when a shipment of stuff was ready to go down and be loaded from the dock, it went in French, okay, to the pier, or it was supposedly the initials of some quartermaster in the army in the Civil War who had to sign off on stuff, but it actually comes from, there was a fad in the 1830s for jokey, deliberate, misspelled expressions. Okay. One of them was no go, spelled Knowgo, meaning, don't go there. No go, abbreviated KG. And there were a bunch of these, and only one of them survived, which was all correct. O-L-L, all correct. K-O-R-R-E-C-T. All correct. As a jokey misspelling. So if you were cool, if you were hip, you'd say okay, and the other cool people knew what you're talking about. And the reason that that's the only of those phrases, of those expressions that survived, is that in 1838 or something like that, the Democratic candidate for the United States for the presidency was Martin Van Buren, whose nickname was Old Kinderhook. Okay. And so the Democrats started all these, they were the OK Democratic clubs. And in those days, politics was mainly like drunken parades. Everyone would get drunk and you'd have a big parade through the town chanting your slogans, and then you'd go and trash the headquarters of the other party, and they'd be chanting, okay, okay. So that's the legacy every time you say that. Stick with me. You will learn stuff that is useless but fun. If it's boring or in any way useful, I'm not your guy. Okay, anything else today?